It was actually one of the worst fucking dashing days I think I've had. Luckily, bookwork saved my ass on this one. First time ever a client completely trusted me and paid me ahead of time. I busted my ass for that person. I will always appreciate fucking clients like that. Always, man. If you ever see this, thank you, Giuseppe. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. It's a hard book. It'll probably come back. It'll have a work to fix, but that's okay. It's a learning experience. I'm kind of doing what I was telling you I liked about that girl in Anima. And that is improvising and making something that wasn't that. I have to translate a book. I don't want to put it here because this is fucking... it scares me. I'm going to put it over here. Out of it over there. And then it's got the fucking AC blowing on it. I have to... put it down on the ground. I don't like holding it. It's going to be a minute. I gotta wait. I'm not fucking risking it. I don't want to be that guy that's Twitch clipped because I fucking set my room on fire. I don't want to be that guy. This is not a stunt. This is just how you light this thing. You basically wait till it dies. People time it, but it's like, why? Once it goes down, you know it's heated up. Yeah, there's like no workout here. When you, I don't think this thing guesses. I don't think DoorDash guesses. When it gives you slots and half-hour availabilities, it's telling you it's dead as fuck out there. So, I'm going to go off what I know. But I'm trying something new, so... unless you guys, like, demand you want me to be here, I'm thinking of taking my day off and dashing. I know you're like, what? I'll explain. Could be giving myself away and screwing myself, but then again, maybe not. If other people do it, they could be helping me. So, I'm going to tell you the idea, but hang on. And now it's low enough I can trust you. And now to make sure. Okay. I gotta check that real quick, make sure everything's good. PlayStation. Back to game. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, there's a new area that opened up in my area. And literally, it's so fresh on DoorDash that it has a whopping 1 store. I'm trying to culminate that bitch as a secret spot to gain money if I need it. It's an area that's not used to making or getting that kind of stuff. So it just seems smart. It just seems smart to... why the hell? I've never seen this smoke so much. Guess it just got a real strong soak of that. Maybe I don't normally let it burn long enough. I don't fucking know. Normally never saw that much of a plum of smoke. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can culminate this town because... I don't know about you, but if you're in the city, you don't understand this pain at all. When you're in the country, like these guys are, I mean, the spot is so fucking small, dude. It's like, if you got the longest order, you'd probably have a 3-mile gap. And there's like 2 stoplights in the entire town. It's insane. So it's like, if we get this town, you're talking less wear and tear. Even the orders that people wouldn't want to take in the city would probably be worth it. It's fucking crazy. So I'm hoping someone saw the potential. That's why DoorDash put it there. It's insane. It's like in one square, it's got, and again, small town, but it's got Subway, a Chinese store, an Italian store, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, and I might even be missing something. And literally, they're all within walking distance of each other. It's fucking incredible. So I'm going to try to work on that and keep getting people to go. Speaking of, I hate looking at this live, but let me see how my ratings did to see if any issues. Can't repeat what he said, but the little shithead in Spanish at McDonald's called somebody a bad word. I wanted to go off, but I kind of like it better when they don't know I know Spanish. so I let it go. But the next time I see him, hola, que paso, mi amigo? And he's gonna be like, I did this once with another place. They were talking so much shit about me. I'm like, I'm not gonna start a fight. They think I don't understand their language. If I knew, which I kind of do, but if I knew a fluent language, I would do the same. So come on. So I kind of understand it, but as soon as I said something in in Spanish to those guys at that pizza place, they never spoke Spanish shit about me again. They never talked shit about me again. I love it. Like, really, dude? Your language isn't that hard, and it's super common in America. It'd be one thing if you're Mandarin. That's not a common language to know here. So I'd understand why you wouldn't think people know it. But Spanish? Really? It's made so much culture here. There's so much culture clash between Spanish and America. What? Come on. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Because he's an asshole. Good. I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. But I still hate your face, motherfucker. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm all excited. I'm hoping the client... If he fucked up, the client's like, this is shit. God, I had a fucking bitch with it. Let me tell you something that I've not heard from anyone, and this is a fact. This is not me making shit up. All of you that set a chain, you're doing your job wrong. I'm just gonna say that to you right now. The voice changes daily. The room changes daily. The tone around you changes daily. I always need to adapt to make the sound better. I'm just saying. That's why people who do like live shows and shit, they know what I'm talking about. It's never the same. Even when you go to the same place, there's always little adjustments. You're like, shit, that was off, this was off. It's the same concept, man. I hope that actually helps someone, because I think it's so stupid when people said it. And I also learned something that I find kind of interesting, but people are talking about you don't want to make a box because it makes you sound all boxy, and I'm like, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I'm got a good enough ear that I can identify that yet. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department, so we can't trust him. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Okay. To prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. That is really weird. That's how you say it or spell it? Subpoenaed? Okay. It's a really fucking weird thing to say, too. Subpoenaed. Wonder if a girl wasn't really well educated. It was like, hey, baby, can I subpoena your face? Because it sounds like a dirty word. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. It's so weird that adults use the word recess. Is this a real thing? It's fucking stupid. Unless there's kickball out there. Like, what the fuck? Why do they use the same word? We use for fucking kindergartners, really? There were no boobs, and I looked right there like, where are they? My mind was expecting boobs there. February 24th, 11:32. I know, I just walked outside a door, dude. Oh my god. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out, you little shit. Ugh. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, who'd you just hit there? You're the one who knows everything. This is a fucking weird fight. Emma! You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I had a glass of tea. Where the fuck did it go? I'm looking at this fucking flavored Mio shit. Where's my tea? I'll have to go get some. I can't help it. I always think of that black guy's like, thank you! Mio commercial. I love that commercial. Water tastes like water. Here, Have some Mio. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. Hey Dante, what's up, buddy? I've been seeing you were online, but I didn't know if I should hit you up or what or not. How you been? Oh man, I'm trying to fucking stay awake, but I did get a lot done today, so. Hope you're doing well. Hope your job's doing well. I know you were always working a lot. How can you be so cold? What? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. I feel like he knocked her the fuck down. Dude, like, boosh. Oh, never mind. This is a very weird family reunion. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. That's fucking emphysema. Look at that. He is having trouble. He's like, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of stairs they put over there. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. That's what you're... Okay. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be pal. Hey. I didn't see you there. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Did you really look at her and go, hey. Did you really just do that? What the fuck? I appreciate it, man. Nothing's changed, you know me. I don't have to put on a show or anything, I'm just me. So, it's one thing you can always, if you enjoyed it, you should always enjoy it. I hope. Yeah, I know, I've been doing kind of weird stuff. Not really, I'm trying to stick to things. It's just so many things I want to do, and it's hard to remember these games after work. I come back, I'm like working on an audiobook, working on this, and then I come back and I'm like, what the fuck just happened in this game? It's okay. So have you brought what I asked? Oh. What the fuck is with him? You mean this, right? Is he flirting? I think he might be flirting. Or hiding a boner. Or both. My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances... I don't know why I think she has pierced nipples. Yeah, you're on my channel, dude. I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you? Slept like shit yesterday. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. I was gonna stream Saturday and then I got drunk. I drank... Apparently some beer keeps me up and happy, and a Heineken apparently just makes me black out and pass out. I just want nap time. I don't fucking know why. The SL9 incident. Maybe there's turkey in it. But Lana, that's... Maybe Lana. I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. You might do well to read them. I can't believe the chief prosecutor. You were a witness in that case. Okay. Miss Sky was a witness? Files for the Joe Dark killings. Solved 2 years ago. This is the one where they killed the guy, I guess. They executed the killer, which we may find out isn't the killer. Take it from me, Herpes. You don't want anything to do with serial murders. I've always wanted to be like a... No, I can't use it. Times don't allow these kind of jokes anymore. Fuck. Damn. I'm not saying it. I don't want to offend Dante, the unique snowflake. No. Dante's like flipping a table. Like, motherfucker. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Jesus Christ, you're acting like you had sex with her, so what the fuck's with you? You are fucking weird. Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What, my name is in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Pop here. Lana, this is SL9 Incident. Is that? Sort of. What about you? I got the first one. The second one is the 23rd for me. When they said lottery, I was like... No, actually, honestly, I woke up to it, and I've read so many medical books, and I'm watching what's happening to India, China, Japan, and I'm just like, you know what, dude? Those people would love to have these shots that we're all stuck up like, I don't want this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking take it. And now that I know what it is, I finally understand it. They're trying to make it like it's the common cold. Like, if this works, it'll be teaching your body to fight it like a cold, so you don't have to keep getting vaccinated, if it works the way they think it does. We won't know until later, but I can't say no to something literally people are dying left and right for. They would love to have what we have. So, I took it. What about you? That's the classification number the police filed under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Darkey killings. The Darkey killings. Why is that the same? It's like, why do they add the E? To look smarter? Like the old pub, but it looks like pube. Wait, is that what does it? Oldie. It's Old D. I don't know why they do that. Ye old Oldie pub. It's not pube. The Joe Dark. No, Lana. That's over with. No. Emma, wait. She ran away, and she ran. I fucking told my dad that. Everyone, I'm looking up on the internet, dude, everyone is like saying the second shot kicks your ass. I'm like, I tried to explain to my dad, I'm like, I'm not even going to argue with you, but I want you to understand, these side effects aren't side effects. It's teaching your immune system to fight. So literally, when you get it, your immune system is fighting. So you're going to be fucking sweating, you're going to be aching, you're going to be fucking... They're not side effects. Your body thinks you're sick. It's teaching it to fight this fucking virus. You know what I mean? It's insane. And I'm going to tell you, when I got the first shot, I did not handle it well. I'm not excited. I was sleepy as fuck for days, man. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Hey, his emphysema went away. Sorry, pal, but I'm the fuck out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star. That definitely sounds like a porno combination. Damon Gant and Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to the killings. I like to picture like Wright's one of those people that thinks with his hands. You know, people talk with their hands. Everyone involved in this case is connected in those killings 2 years ago. Are there think hand people? There probably are. There's some weird artists. There might be. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. You don't know me at all. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. You don't look like you were saying those words. I'd better take a good look at this file. I kind of wonder in Japanese if there's a lot more cussing in this than they... Because like Randy said, man, Sony censors everything. I didn't fucking expect Nintendo to actually censor less, but they do. I'm playing Witcher, I'm like, there's more nudity in this game than the one I played. What? I don't understand the new, everyone's like, oh man, the new Switch is going to be amazing. I guess if you play it on your TV. I don't. So to me, like, all those features are garbage. Ooh, it's 4K, I don't give a fuck. The screen only supports 720. I don't fucking understand this shit. The thing that I like about the damn thing is a portable system. That's what I liked about the Vita. I don't fucking care about hooking it to my TV. I've got stuff hooked to my TV. I got enough shit for the TV. To be continued. Alright, that's it, guys. Can I ask what you had from the second shot? I'm gonna go get a thing of tea, but I wanted to know, like, what'd you get? What kicked your ass? Was it a fever? I'll be right back. I forgot to fill my tea. Plus, I'll hit the bathroom real quick, and then we can just hopefully keep going. Let me make sure there's no decent slots. I am not, well, I'm trying to save up. Fucking taxes, and you gotta pay quarterly now. Apparently, you always had the option, but now, I guess because so many people are working from home, more people have to pay quarterly now. It used to be you could just do it at the end of the year if you wanted. Now, from what I understand now, that's not a thing anymore. They've changed it because so many taxes are delayed, and it makes sense. The government wants their fucking money. Yeah, it's dead. Well, this has gotten red. Let's see how red. Skadooly. Doo-doo-doo. Of course, a decent slot opens up. Let's see if we're having fun. At least I finished the book. And tomorrow I'm already planning on being out all day. So let me think about it. God damn it. It's good that it picked up, though. Let me see what you said real quick. Oh, you didn't say. Okay. Guess you don't want to. That's cool. I was gonna say, sitting here wondering about the space race shit. All this focus on space. Like, what are you hoping for? What if we make the same mistake we did with the Indians with aliens? That wouldn't go well. I don't know, man. They're saying there's a planet X out there, and I just don't know how I feel about that. A planet that is invisible. There's apparently enough gravitational pull around something that clearly looks like it's a giant planet, but they can't see it. It's like, I bet there's so many things out there we don't understand and never will be able to fully understand. And these idiots are just like kids in a cookie jar, like, what's that? I just don't see it as being a good thing. The 24th of some month at some point in time. It's probably literally 10 minutes from the last fucking date. I don't know why they keep doing this. Is this what stupid... You know what? It's probably normal to you guys, because you watch, like, Law and Order and all that shit. I hate Law and Order. It's the same thing. There's semen, and it's everywhere. It's the same fucking show. Every goddamn time. No one notices this? It's always the semen. We found the semen. There's semen on the scene. It's the same fucking shit. I hate Law and Order. I'm sorry. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. I'm awake. Emma didn't come back. Emma, come back. Allow me to call the next witness to stand. The officer in charge of the guarding the evidence's room. Oh no, not the shithead. No. Fuck you. Fuck Meekins. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Oh, Jake Marshall. Okay. We got the guy we wanted. I thought Meekins. I forgot he was the guy. Witness, please state your name and occupation, you little shit. I don't think they let you do that. Okay, as I say, that... The way his mouth was like perfect. Me, partner? I don't know what's going on in this game. I don't think you can do that in court. Oh, I'm just a man. Same as you wandering the trials of civilization. What? Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind call it out. And he just lets off a giant fart. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the day the crime took place, right? Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What? The papers. But according to you, you dumbass. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. I hate people like this. Maybe we best get on with this quickly before I kill him. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English, little shit. The day of the crime. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. What the hell? A saloon. I'm just thinking. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. That's it? What a cockknocker. That's shit. What a shithead. God damn it. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude, you little fucker. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. Dwee! I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. I'm not looking it up. I don't care. It's not like I'm ever going to use that. All the fucking viewers from Texas are like, ah ha ha. Fuck you. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers, bitch? I really wish that paper could punch him in the face. Who hits a paper like this? Who does that? I feel for the paper. We need like a Pima. Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not good with machines or with following orders. And he's like the best cop they have. Everyone's got their weaknesses. Now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. I want to stab him. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. You dickhead. Alright, we're finding holes. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Hold it! How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? The lasso trap. I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? What the fuck? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Okay. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. Why do I picture him crying as he's erasing them? This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style.
Hold it!
But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? He just said it's not his style. Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I was gonna say, he just said he doesn't fucking do that. I told you, that ain't my style. Oh. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets the rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime? Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in that evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Yeah, blackmail. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence. And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism! Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's quite, incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. Salon, I don't fucking care. What were you doing in a place like that? Pretty obvious. I was eating spaghetti. What? I thought it was a hair place. What the fuck is a saloon? Okay, I might need to go to a saloon. Not even Angel Steak lunches can beat that parlor's Vongolia sepia pasta. Vongol? You mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. Yeah, don't get caught. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says... Did you want to raise this here? Where's the hole in the testimony? Oh, fuck. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back to the west into the sunset. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card of... I guess he's just saying use this, right?
Objection!
Yeah. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? I gotta save. That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me here. Explain yourself, partner. That's what I imagine. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, dipshit. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection!
I only wish it were, officer. I only wish it were, you little peckerhead. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Dipshit? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. How's he getting out of this one? Lana has the exact same fingerprints I did now. That would be insane. They wouldn't do something. They better not. Alright. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the bloodstained fingerprints? Fuck no. Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. I like to masturbate with pig's blood. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. How did he know the murderer was wearing gloves? The witness's explanation appears valid. Although there's some room for debate. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. It's only natural for my fingerprints to be in there, bitch. That's because, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said, and I said what I mean. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. I changed it to it's his locker now, okay. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Was it mine? It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you? Wait. I didn't realize we were on this. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kind of like cereal and cereal. That was the joke I was going to make. Be a cereal rapist. But it was going to be with cereal. Just see little boxes of cereal with a bloody hole in it. It's cardboard. It's going to cut my dick. One's got to do... I don't know why picture that cracks me the fuck up. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Oh, didn't you know the Medved was wearing gloves? Come on. How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right, it was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. You know what's weird? I literally can read an audiobook all fucking night. I don't yawn. Maybe I give myself some kind of pressure when I'm on screen. That's weird. What the hell? No, because I'm always like working too, and I should be even more tired, because it's usually after I stream, then I record the book. But I never yawn when I do audiobooks. It's like people say, like when I get behind the mic, something changes, it just snaps. It's weird. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Marshall's handprint perfectly. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get this picture, partner? The picture. The seal of blood in the desert. It's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Cock. Fucking motherfucker. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Dipshit. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
Objection!
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see, jackass. Jackass. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
Objection!
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do now. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence. Oh god, I'm doing this during this fucking music. Joe Dark, serial murderer, sentenced death. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses, okay. Executive investigators, head investigator. Wow. Okay. I feel like the fact that he perfectly left without triggering the camera is it, but how do you... what's the evidence for that? You know what I mean? Like, where is he should be my evidence, but... Just out of curiosity, I want to try this.
Take that!
I doubt that's it. I'm just trying his locker. There, how's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes. Yes, well, this certainly isn't a first. Will you forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just a bit disillusioned. Of course. I'm not one to gun down unarmed boys. I have no fucking idea. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that.
Objection!
Kind of was thinking of just going for an hour, but I'm kind of stumped here. I'm gonna see if it's still available. If it is, I may head out. Sorry, it was a low earning day, man. I gotta do something. I'm hoping to get the next Phoenix Wright when it comes out. So I'm really liking these games. Even though they're kind of made archaically. But clearly you're supposed to be stumped and trying everything right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it looks like it's dead. Yeah, the slot went away. Alright, we're good. That means they got a little rush and then it went away, so... That's the best way to know. When there's a decent slot available, it tells you based on orders that are in the queue, basically. So let's see if we can figure this out. It's something that proves it was him. In the video. The right hand was what touched the screen. This is a left-hand glove, and there's only one glove. This glove might be the piece. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. This glove might actually be the evidence. Let's try it. Show evidence. Let me try it. God damn it.
Take that!
There, how's that for evidence? Fucking shit.
Hold it! Objection! Objection!
Alright, this is gonna be kinda odd, but I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work this
Take
way.
that!
Just trying stuff. I'm trying to fucking pinpoint the fact that he walked in, but he didn't walk back out through the camera. But there was no body there yet. You know what I mean? Nope, didn't work. I don't know how to fucking prove. I know what I'm trying to prove. I don't know how they want me to prove this.
Hold it!
Now, 2 more tries.
Objection! Objection!
I'll probably fail these 2 times, and then I'm gonna look it up. I want to progress, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Fuck is it? God damn it. They had to put this annoying ass music in here. Can't fucking think clearly with this shit. It wouldn't be it. Like, it would not be this. That'd be insane. This is odd. I'm gonna try this.
Take that!
He's perfectly in time with this fucking thing. How is that possible? Damn it, I have no idea how to prove this. This is so stupid. I don't know what you want me to prove, you fucking stupid game. One more try and I'm looking this up. He's so perfectly in tandem with it. That is bizarre. What the fuck proves this?
Hold it!
God damn it.
Objection!
It's pissing me off.
Objection!
Fuck has to explain blind spots to an old man. He should not be a judge. Alright, my last try. Something in this that proves it's him? Yo, Randy, I'm stumped. Hope you're doing well. What is that on his shoulder?
Take that!
Fucking shit. I'm loading. I have no fucking idea what you. I know what you want me to prove. I don't know how to do it. Should I cheat? I really am about to cheat. I feel it's gotta be in that fight. It's gotta be. I'm just watching the fight one more time and I'm giving up. How the fuck would I find that out? Alright, I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's right. You see how this is written? I couldn't figure out what was so odd about it. I think what this is actually for is to teach us Goodman was left-handed. I'm not positive, but I feel like that's what they're going for here. But I have nothing else that would like literally, do you know how hard, if this is right, how hard this would have been to come to this conclusion? I'm gonna try it and then I'm gonna look it up because I have no fucking idea.
Take that!
God damn it, I'm looking it up. This is fucking bullshit. I have no fucking idea what you think I'm saying. Supposed to see here, you fucking game. Now how the fuck do I look this up without spoiling myself? Jake from State Farm. Jake Marshall. Marshall's testimony, bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints being there. Really? They brought up exactly what I wanted, but they didn't fucking give the answer. Are you fucking serious? Gotta be something here. I don't think that's the right thing. God damn it. I think we found it. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? They're doing those. I don't even know what they're fucking called, but like. In movies, when people notice the stupid shit, the jump cuts that are wrong and don't match up, that's what the fuck I was supposed to notice. Like when someone's like, oh look, that glass was drank more than last time we saw it. Aha, you fucked up. I was supposed to catch something like that. Alright, so I think I get it. It's pretty cool that I can do that though. I've played so many of these games, I know where I'm supposed to be. Like I know this is the question I need to be pushing. It's kind of cool. It's like it is teaching you a good way to think. Clearly, it clicks with me. I just don't. It's so particular. How the fuck you noticed this? Alright, so. What? Circle. What? What they're talking. Oh. Maybe it wasn't there and it becomes there. Huh? Alright, still not there. What the hell are you talking about? I don't see any... Unless they're talking about his locker over there. they change it? I have no fucking idea. I don't see it. What the fuck? Oh, it's in the last fucking frame, you assholes. That was good.
Take that!
I gotta give him that. Bringing our attention back to the security camera. It's a mistake, I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. Huh? These days are short, the days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. What? Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Haha! Shut up. Fuck you. I could have counted. Shut up. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Ignore Paris Hilton. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. I feel like... Oh yeah, you're rewinding it. How do they keep the timestamps so fluid? Oh, the white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Cow ploppers. Order! Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. This looks pretty bad for you, dude. How are you gonna fucking say we got the wrong... Alright, whatever, let's hear it. So what if my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it! The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. Giggity, 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 goo. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb, he is fucking dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade. Rain on me, rain on me. God damn you, Lady Gaga. But you're the only person who can open that particular locker. I heard something, I don't know if it's true. But supposedly, it's Rihanna. It's not Rihanna, it's Rihanna. So why did she let Jay-Z say her name wrong in Umbrella? That's why everyone thinks her name is Rihanna. Rihanna. God damn it. I don't... Rihanna, like he says it a million times in the fucking video. He didn't know her name? She didn't correct him? Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Could have stayed in there that whole time. We don't know his badge number though, so I don't think that would be it. Maybe he doesn't know how it works?
Take that!
A fingerprint sensor? We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? This is the first time the game hasn't stopped the music when it's right. What? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff. I shot the sheriff. But I shot the sheriff again. I'm changing the song. Fuck you. Fuck the sheriff. Who is the deputy in this one? What do you have to say in 8 words or less? Ha ha ha, goddamn, I'm funny. What? I only got 1 word for you, partner. What? Okay. They look like high heels. I'm sorry. Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Ole, please answer the question. Why is he doing that now? What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can. Have a look at these nude pictures. I couldn't fucking read it. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. What? Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
Take that!
The killer. Officer Marshall was standing right here. Right here. I almost got confused. I was like, over there? In that empty space? I was like, wait, he's the killer, stupid. This game's got you pressured. God damn, is it good at pressuring you. Yeah, if you guys like this, and we stick to it, I will try to play all some motherfucking murder mystery games. I've got a bunch of them. L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire. Like, what? I got it twice. I got VR and the original game. I think they changed some stuff up for the VR. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I don't think it's the same game. I think it's bits and pieces, but I think they changed things up. I'm not sure. Plus, L.A. Noire has complete replayability, so it doesn't matter. Danganronpas, but we can only share the first 2, but I already beat those. There's others, but I gotta think. And then the new Phoenix is coming out soon. It's kind of in the same vein, too, as the 999 games. I got tons. So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. So why wouldn't he have seen him? So if Officer Meekins didn't see him... Here?
Take that!
Wait a minute. Officer Marshall was standing right here? There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct. That didn't make any sense why you shook your head. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman. Oh, I thought Kay... What the fuck? I thought Kay was killer. The fuck is Kay? Meekins' last name, I guess. I don't fucking know his last name was. What the fuck was Meekins' last name? The fuck was Kay? just trying to see anything with Meekin's name on it. I have no fucking idea how we were supposed to know. Yeah, that was a trick. There's nothing here that gives me Meekin's full name. Wait. Yes, there is. Assholes. No, there isn't. How the fuck would I have known which... Whatever.
Objection!
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Objection!
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins is one dumb son bitch. Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes? And how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman, and the way to prove is just give him the pictures of the two. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. Sweating bullets over there. You got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it? You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective, bitch. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. You just did. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems like you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Ah! This can't be happening. God damn it, Simple Life, get out of my head. It's so obvious, he's the one. What can I do? I don't know why I made that more of a fart sound. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. Oh, 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 oh. I picture him as one of those people that laughs at his own shit. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. You basic bitch. The basic? The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Blah, blah, blah. I don't ever listen to her. Fuck. Phoenix, try thinking outside the vagina. I box. You're in a man's head. Shut up. Outside the box. Now I'm just thinking of your box. God damn it. I can't stop thinking about it. Okay. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Like what, the fact that he wasn't at his post? Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Come on here. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his locker for some unknown dumbass reason. I wish they'd say it this way too, just to get him more fired up. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker still seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the fucking security tape. I'm saving right the fuck now, you son of a bitch. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness... Who can read that? I'm looking for the bloody print, but it's not going to show without luminol, and they're not going to let me use luminol now, are they? I don't understand what I'm doing here. Why would he put the white cloth in there? No fucking idea. I'm trying, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Watching the mascot's face. Does his handprint go away off his face? Because he wiped the scene down with it? That would be genius. Okay. No, it's still there. Okay. Damn! But for sure that was it! What? I thought it was on the mascot. I feel like this thing we're not looking at hard enough. Tape's the same. His sash and his club. His club is hard to see. This might be key. Okay. God damn it. It's weird, in this sash has words on, this one doesn't. I don't think it's a thing, but I'm gonna try it, I don't know.
Take that!
No fucking idea what I'm looking for. It's not right, I'm sure. What do you have to say to that? Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So I could stuff you in there. Huh? I'm sure the world would be a better place if you were sent off to the boneyard. That could definitely be taken the wrong way. You're about to go to the boneyard. Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room. Something went wrong. The blood. Let me try the blood. Trying to read Dickhead Judge real quick. Shows why witness had to open his locker. He clearly didn't see that. Something that went wrong that he would know about. So to me, this looks like this went pretty wrong right here.
Take that!
I'm not sure. It looks like it went pretty wrong to me. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. Yet, however, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. Bloody hell. You couldn't just walk out like that, could you? So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. That one was way easier. I was panicking too. Now then, Officer Marshall, they had you like have a stigma with that fucking tape. It's like the tape again, motherfucker. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all, ma'am. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I fucked your mother. If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have what we have here now would we? I'm sure that made sense in his head. Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright, it seems the time has come. Let the music play on, play on, play on. Hang on. We're gonna get Marcia's confession in a second. Hang on. I'm sure he's not giving up this easy. I don't believe this. I do not believe this at all. Someone keeps... What? What? It made the noise like I got something and nothing happened. Do I have mail? What happened? Don't tell me I scheduled again and forgot. No, I didn't. Did I? No, I'm not scheduled. Now I gotta fucking find out why this thing went off. Stupid Stride app. Alright. I may go out there. A decent slot came back again. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it go. Or let it die. Love that song from Foo Fighters. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. And managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for a small donation. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die.
Hold it!
When you say it, you mean... I think what I'll do is I'm going to try to finish this case. I think we're near the end. I don't know. I haven't looked anything up. Well, other than what I've looked up. Shut up. I haven't looked ahead. I haven't been sharing this playthrough. This is our playthrough. I've not watched anyone. I'm not tainted by anything. Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years ago have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with a transferal that day. Not if I had anything to do with it. Nothing's over, just give me something to drink. That incident's not over. But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? Yeah, I kind of have spiky hair with the beat now, and not really. It's actually getting almost combable again. Son of a bitch. When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. God damn it, Britney Spears, get the fuck out of there. This is not the time to get Britney Spears in my head. No matter what the cost. Oh, baby, baby. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of the investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence and buy a dress the same night.
Hold it!
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the camera. And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filing out that lost item report like you thought. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open the locker yourself. But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in that door. But he could because a rubber glove that happened to just get stuck in that door. That means that Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I shit a little, okay? I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is one in a million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. Yeah, when he's already in there, too. That's pretty... You're actually kind of lucky that he did that. Huh. Didn't think of it that way. I'll have to think a little more about this raise this year. Shut the fuck up. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? I don't know. Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. So you did your research beforehand. You fucking... That was a stupid one. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat with your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. I'm obviously panicking, that's why it was hanging out. It wasn't very smart to check it. Or it stuck a little bit because it's blood. That might be what they're going for. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? He was passed out. What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is that on that day, there wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. But the blood found at the crime scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. The second one's okay, but the first one's not. This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Okay. I feel like someone was pissed off they didn't get a raise this day when they made the game. They're like, yeah, I'll do your DLC. Give me a fucking raise. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer that I'm satisfied with. Anything. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let us hear more. I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? But that case wasn't solved 2 years ago. But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling he'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'd better take another look at the files. Is anyone named Marshall? Oh wait, Neil Marshall, his brother. Fuck. His brother was one of the ones killed.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor? He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors award. Now I remember Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right, he was killed. That didn't have anything to do with what he just said. And the case fell into your hands. But what's his relation to you? He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then Deputy Chief of Police. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killers. This has that anime feel like except it's fucking 7 hours long, but it has that anime feel of like, nothing's happening, but my imagination's going wild right now. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark's left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and then incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, one thing's for certain. At least this guy's fucking insane. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. Has anybody been saying anything? Because if I did, I might have missed it. You guys are just hanging out. Cool. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Come on, I think we're finishing this. And then I'll go run. Then I'll go ahead and back to Dashes. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. I'm gonna save. I'm scared. I'm scared the power will go out. And I have to relive all of this, even though all I have to do is hold circle. Shut up. We have really weird thoughts as gamers. It's really weird. 5 minutes of gameplay. Oh! No murder took place at the police department that day. Oh. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder of the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance, it's gotta be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
Objection!
But wait! A verdict wasn't reached at yesterday's trial, bitch.
Objection!
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. Shut up, cow floppies. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Ms. Angel Starr is completely incontestable. I want to throw a thesaurus at him. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. I rest on your face. I rest my case. I've Beavis and Butthead. What was it? Oh, I can't remember. Shit. Penal. Penal. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. Disproving the alleged murder at the police department. That helped me a lot. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. What if he just lost it and shanked him right in the middle of court? The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize. That would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Chief Prosecutor? Oh, Emma. Your Honor, wait. Emma, the defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Feels like it. Your Honor. Oh, in a sense. Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking is for 1 minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgewood, please. No. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute, I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I lied. 2 seconds. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to Joe Dark's killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Skye's sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do on that day. So I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing, the other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it, right? No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue or semen. I figured this is a fan of Law & Order. So, I ran over there and I looked at it again. Did you find my semen? No. Did you find something? No. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. What the fuck did you stop the trial for? Is that all? Please don't be mad, I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood were the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you! Me? Oh, boy! What the fuck? Why did he say oh boy? Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here, on Gumshoe's locker. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I object.
Objection!
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is that you're grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes. Something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let's pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans? I'm gonna try this unstable jar.
Take that!
As they say back west, even a blind man can hit with a buckshot. That is, so long as he's facing the general direction. It seems Mr. Wright's not so sure which direction to face. No use. The more evidence there is, the greater the chance of me being wrong. Try and remember what the evidence room was like on the day of the crime. What is it that bothers me about this blood mark? I'm thinking, sorry. I don't understand why that would be in the floor plans. The only thing I can... Oh my fucking... Oh, I can't actually save here. He was outside. He was completed and outside.
Take that!
I have no idea. What about that piece of shit? Piece of plywood. The Blue Badger mascot of the police force. Defender of truth. Guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well, what? That's right. So long as a Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? So that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't, what? Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? I hate that everyone says right, meaning the fucking phrase right, not my name right. After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that means that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it is the only possible explanation. On the 21st of February, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is the other time, which wasn't in this camera. I was wondering that. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
Objection!
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
Objection!
Fuck your mother. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain this blood mark found on the locker.
Objection!
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this, sir. Very well, then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the first murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. What shows when the first crime took place? The only thing that's got a timestamp is this.
Take that!
If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter. In order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card? Oh, the ID card record. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at... Dude, how are they doing this? They've changed the rules completely. It used to be the music stops when you select the right one. Let's see here. 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40. Ah! My Sharona. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test blood that was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime had been wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim and carry his body away. And clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's take a look at the chart again. Fuck, is there gonna be another recess? Maybe I should end this today. There's only one other card. Number remaining. That could have been up there. 7777777 at 420. Smoke weed every day. Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman had entered the evidence room? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't understand that either. Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777. That's it. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number this 7777777 is. That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Objection!
But that's ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. It's if an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge. You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries and your whatnots. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Why is he in... I take pride in my work, Officer Marsha. I'd appreciate, because all us kids like to... I say us kids. All the kids these days like to shorten every word. I'd appreciate... I will apropos... try to translate the whole fucking thing. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? No, not to you. To her. The defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana?
Objection!
Don't be stupid. You know she wants me. Don't be impossible. She's murdered. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number, and it's not that number. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is about one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? God damn it, I thought this was almost over. It's been 2 fucking hours? I think I'm gonna... Either hit the next part. I gotta get the fucking thing cleared, because I can't have 2 mistakes left. That could fuck me. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Dipshit. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana! I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. What a bitch. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. Great. See? That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Ha ha ha. No. No! I'm so tired of reading that. It hurts my throat. Order, order, order. Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the next day. Awesome. I'm going to save and then I'm going to call it a day. You guys have a wonderful day. And thanks for scaring me, Dante, because now I'm going to be worried about that next shot. But thank you for being honest, because most people are saying the same thing about the second shot. So, you guys have a lovely... I want to make sure I say it. I'm scared. I don't want to fucking do that again. You guys have a lovely day. I'm going to go export this to YouTube. Like, I don't immediately clear them. It takes a while, but thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to continually do these more and more. Right now, I just want to go try to earn some money because today was pretty shit. So, you guys take care. Peace.